Good morning, colleagues, excellencies, eminence, ladies and gentlemen. It's unusual that the Academy starts its work before the set time. It's not even 9, but we have such a packed full agenda that I start with a few introductory remarks. Warm welcome to those of you in the room, but also those of you who are on Zoom, participating from far away. We wave to you. Thank you. We are very pleased that distinguished members from around the world are in the room and virtually participating. This is since 4 years the first time that the plenary meets in person in our beautiful Asina Pio 4. We have set this date for the plenary meeting, not only because it was high time to have our plenary meeting, but also for a rather personal reason. Today is the birthday of Marcelo Sanchez Sorondo, his 80th birthday. I ask you for a round of applause. We will have a dinner tonight in honor of Marcelo, and if you feel like it, then give a few remarks at the table, in public or in person. Thank you for that. We have also, of course, an important historical event, changing chancellors. In a moment, Cardinal Turkson, the new chancellor who took office a few months ago, will also welcome you. We have about 10 new members of the Academy to be introduced. They will introduce themselves with introductory speeches, self-introduction, and they will be welcomed by Pope Francis in the audience with the Pope on Saturday. And we have 2 distinguished Pius XI medalists, young and upcoming scientists. They will also introduce themselves with speeches, and we look very much forward to that. Basic science, talking about basic science comes easy to us. Basic science, basic research advances a fundamental knowledge and is a source of new scientific ideas and ways of thinking, curiosity-driven, questioning established theory. Well, I said this comes easy to us as scientists, but there's a challenge with this workshop, with this conference. We want to address basic science for human development, peace, and planetary health. What do we mean by that? What's the challenge? Not to just share our wonderful new insights of basic science in the various disciplines. That's the basis of this conference. Human development is understood here as a process of enhancing people's and communities' freedoms, capabilities, and opportunities, improving their well-being. I ask you to think about that, how your basic science relates to that, could relate to that, could relate faster to that. Peace is not only the absence of wars and violent conflict, but it is more. It includes overcoming divisiveness, racism, nationalism, growing inequalities, often combined with crime, human trafficking and marginalization. I ask you to think in what ways science can contribute to peace. We as scientists, or as scientists being also citizens. I know that our colleague, Madam Zegit from Ethiopia, cares deeply about that, what's happening in his home country, Tigray. Planetary health means the health of human civilization and the state of natural systems on which it depends, recognizing dependency of all life, not just human life, on the state of the biosphere and geosphere. Relates to natural beauty, to climate change. Planetary health is at risk, as Laudato Si has clearly spelled out. So, with these three challenges, human development, planetary health, peace, relating to basic science, how can we make ourselves, in that sense, impactful without diminishing the emphasis on basic science? Basic science is at the risk of being marginalized, especially when the world is deeply irritated about economic, political, and security crisis, as currently is the case. But the value of basic science needs to be explained by us, and I'm sure we will be able to do so in the outcome statement which we are working on and which we will place on this table tomorrow and will elaborate at the end of this conference. Warm welcome again. Cardinal, you have the floor, please.